The moment really of awakening for me was fasting in the month of Ramadan, fasting for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in that month. On that day, it was like somebody opened the doors of that dark room I was sitting in. Al-Fatiha, the opening, and it's very appropriate. It's the opening of a new dawn, of a new way, of a new civilization for me. Qul hu Allahu ahad, ikhlas, because it defines Islam straight away.
اللهم ثبتهم على الإيمان وارزقهم أعلى الجنان كما رزقتهم هداية القرآن. بالقرآن اهتديت.
بالقرآن اهتديت، في رحبه تحلو الحياة، شوقا إلى المولى أتاي، أسلمت روحي للإله، نور الحنايا والضلوع، لله أعلنت الرجوع، آياته تغدو شموع، ويفيض في قلبي سنا، نور الحنايا والضلوع، لله أعلنت الرجوع، آياته تغدو شموع، ويفيض في قلبي سنا.
ضيفنا اليوم هو أحد أنشط دعاة بريطانيا، تأثر بسورة عظيمة الأجر، كثيرة المعاني، قليلة الكلمات.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yusuf Tchambers. I'm 50 years of age. I embraced Islam at least 20 years ago. I live in Britain. I actually live in Leicester right now, and I'm the founder and one of the trustees of Islamic Education and Research Academy, and I'm so happy to be a Muslim.
أريد أن أعرف حياة يوسف أو حياة تشامبرز قبل الإسلام كيف كانت؟
The reality is that there was no life.
Oh.
There was no life. Because how can you have a life if you have no purpose? If you have no, if you go on a journey, you see?
I know.
And I tell you, on that journey, I'm just traveling, but I don't have a destination. Does this make sense? We don't even ask who put us on that journey. It's like, مثلا, it's like being locked in a dark room with your hands tied, with your eyes are covered, your ears are blocked, your mouth is gagged. And like that's for 26 years I was in that room.
لما اشتكى جوف الظما، لما بكى جفني دما، والدرب خاف جهنما، لجأت للقرآن.
نقطة التحول في حياته عندما تعرف على فتاة في الجامعة وكون علاقة قوية معها.
And then one day, when I thought that I'd found everything, with this particular companion, she just told me, look, tomorrow I don't really want you to come to my place. Don't come here. And I said, well, why would a person who cares about another person so much tell them to leave? It doesn't make sense. So she said to me, well, it's got something to do with my religion. So I said, look, either your religion is wrong or you're wrong. There can't be two ways about it. It's either you're wrong, or your religion is wrong. You've chosen the wrong path. So she said to me, don't cuss my religion. Don't be angry with me over my religion. I said, look, okay, I'll think about it. So I wanted to seek out her religion so I could get her to like me more.
ذهب يوسف إلى المسجد ليتعرف على الإسلام. وجد هناك شخص فسأله عن الإسلام، فأعطاه كتب كثيرة، فقال له هذا هو الإسلام، اقرأ.
For 2 weeks, I read about Islam. I read about every aspect of Islam, from the Salah, from the Quran, from the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from the Sirah, from the history, from every aspect of Islam for 2 solid weeks. I did nothing but read about Islam. And after reading, one day I took the decision after reading about Ramadan, about the Siyam, about Siyam fi Ramadan, that I would do the Siyam. So that day was the day, subhanallah, it was like somebody had removed the blindfold from my eyes. When I was fasting in the Ramadan, fasting for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in that month, on that day, it was like somebody opened the doors of that dark room I was sitting in, and they removed the blindfold. They took the cotton wool out of my ears. They removed my gag, and I could see everything clearly. The moment really of awakening for me was fasting in the month of Ramadan.
نور الهداية زار صدري هو مبتدأ أنسي وعمري فعزمت للرحمن أمري وعلى خطاطها مشيت.
ومن خلال بحثه الطويل وقراءته العميقة عن الإسلام، تأثر الشيخ يوسف تشامبرز بسورة الفاتحة وأيضا الإخلاص.
I read Al-Fatiha, the opening, and it's very appropriate. It's the opening of a new dawn, of a new way, of a new civilization for me. So, what I did was I compared this to the Lord's Prayer, the Christian Lord's Prayer, yeah? And it looked very similar, but it was much less confusing. So, when I read Al-Fatiha, this was one of the defining moments for me. The other chapter would have been Qul Hu Allahu Ahad, Ikhlas, because it defines Islam straight away, and there's just nothing simpler and there's nothing more pure than Islam from Tawheed perspective, from oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that perspective.
بساطة ووضوح سورة الإخلاص هي التي أسرت قلب الشيخ يوسف. هل تأملنا هذه السورة القصيرة؟ هل تدبرناها؟ هل عرفنا معانيها التي تتكلم عن وحدانية الله سبحانه وتعالى وأن لا نشرك معه أحد؟
قل هو الله أحد. Say, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that there is only one God. So these are this is such a simple message, but yet it's absolute. And there's only one absolute, So we, really those verses that leapt out at me, and I kept reading over and over and over again to check to see if there's something more complicated about it. Why is it so simple? The message has to be simple for it to be a universal message.
بالقرآن